Welcome back, guys. If you guys have been following along from last week, we have taken on a big project in our vberth. We're going to be redesigning the whole thing.
Decided to gut it.
Demolished everything. We've pretty much stripped it all down. Today's the fun part.
Yeah, we get to build up.
Welcome to Sailing Jibsea. 2 years ago, we knew nothing about sailing, but took off from Canada with an urge for adventure. I'm Steph. This is Travis, and this is our home, Jibsea. We moved quickly, and in a short time, have made it down south and even crossed an ocean. But we still have a whole lot more of the world to see. Subscribe and join our life on the water.
Thankfully, one of our nice dock neighbors, Alan, offered to drive us to go pick up some wood, the 2 sheets of plywood that I calculated, so hopefully that is all we need, because I don't think that ride is available all the time. And I don't think we can hike back massive sheets of plywood on the bus. So that was super nice. Thanks, Alan.
Our goal is to complete this whole redesign with just the 2 pieces of plywood. And today we're going to start off with the bed. Cut the wood, fit it all into place, see how it looks, and then work on the underside of the bed as well.
We're going to be repurposing the existing cabinetry.
It's going to look really nice.
It should, hopefully. With the tools that I have, we'll see what we can do, but it's going to be cool. There's going to be a lot of sort of thinking involved because you're going to try to repurpose something.
While also maximizing the space and function underneath there. I think it's going to be really neat.
What I'm going to use for the support for the bottom of the bed is I'm actually going to use the old cabinetry support. One, because it already had the cut of the hull, which is going to be a quite complicated cut if I were to redo it. So I'm just going to cut this down to size where the bed's going to sit on top and go fit it back into place. All right, let's see how it works. So that's the old piece, just cut down. It's going to slide in there just like so. Let's check our level. It's fairly straight. I'm not making it 100% level, which is not far off, as you can see. Maybe a mil or two. The reason I'm not making it 100% level is because I know the bow of our boat, we have a lot of weight out of it right now. It's actually brought up. So once we put more weight in the bow, it's going to bring it down just slightly, and that should level this out. We do store a lot of weight up here. I followed the level gauge from the existing bed, and it was more extreme than this because there used to be a water tank. If I'm fully following the bubble on our vberth, where the old mattress used to be, oh, it used to be way more tilted. The bubble almost wasn't even on the line. And that's because there's no water tank, and the water tank's gonna just bring that bow down. So our bow's up a few inches. When we get everything back in the boat, it'll level it out. What I need to do now is create square edges so I have something to measure off of so I can get the contour of the hull. Luckily I have this straight edge, it's nice and metal and solid. All I need to do is square it off over here. This wall is obviously got to be the straightest one here. It's a bulkhead. I know it's kind of shaped like a V, so I'm going to be using one edge as my measuring edge for a straight edge. Measure top edge, bottom, then let's say every foot I'll take a measurement to the wall. So if there's any contour there, I should be able to get it when I draw it out. So I'm not sure how I want to cut it. Obviously it's not a straight edge because it's got a curve to the hull of the boat. Go down maybe a 1/16 with a saw, or I can just do it with a jigsaw. It's a $50 cut if I screw up, so you know, no big deal. Moment of truth. Let's go test it. Your drum roll me. My cut. Like a glove.
So that's the underside, and then lift that up, and we're going to keep the storage that we had existing under there. And that area underneath the bed will just remain open.
I left an inch gap right here, so when we add our 1/2 inch ply, there'd be another 1/2 inch behind to allow air to flow inside this cabin. And if the hall sweats and it drips, at least it won't touch the shelving, it'll just go down the hall.
Things that we're repurposing, which is going to be really cool, is we had a vertical hang locker right here with a door that opened up. This door, actually. And we're going to flip it this way and put it as our drawer, a pull-down drawer for the bed. It fits perfectly. I'm gonna just drop it down. And this frame here actually is from the hang locker as well. So we've got to use the frame and the door. We'll have the shelving here and a storage compartment there. Stick some chains here. Only bummer is, because it was the other way, the anchor is sideways, but at least it all matches. I think that'll look really neat.
For this cabinet frame to work, where this existing wall was, I couldn't go on the inside of the wall. I had to go on the outside. So it left this edge exposed. So I kind of have, it's harsh lighting, but so you see exposed, which I can cover that up, but then this side's exposed. And then I kind of wrecked a bit of the wood trying to pull some of the other trim off. So what I did is I had this other little piece of sort of half pipe looking wood. That'll cover up the bottom. Flush this piece up with that, and then I notched out this flat stock I had, which will go, it's hard to do this with one hand. I'll just do it and then I'll show you. Now you can see, this flat stock will cover the edge of the cabinet. It's gonna go down. This wood covers the face of that one. At least all the exposed wood on the inside of the plywood is hidden. I'll snug it all up and tidy it up, but I think it'll look pretty good. I'm not a carpenter by any means, but kind of working with what I got. The cabinet door goes right to the edge of here, so you actually won't even see any of this. The door opens, it covers that anyways. So you visually look from this side down, which looks a lot better.
We got most of the wood sized and fitted for the bed in good timing today, so we're going to get started on the insulation that we're going to be using. On the walls of the vberth, we're going to be insulating both sides using foam. It's pretty much like a gym floor pad, like the stuff that they use at gyms. This stuff right here. And it's just a 3/4 inch closed cell foam we got online. And we've seen other people use them. It seems like it works well, so we're going to give them a go. What we're going to be doing today is just measuring them out, sizing them, seeing where we're going to lay it out on the walls, but we're not going to stick them on yet. There's still some leftover foam that I wasn't able to scrape off, and I think it just has to dry so that I can buff it out with something, like scrape it off with, I don't know, sandpaper or, I don't know, something, so that we can have a more even surface to stick these on so that they adhere better.
Steph's totally gonna kill me. I had her stripping all the old foam off the wall. Oh, it's dusty in here. I had her stripping all the old foam off the wall with a scraper. And I don't know, sometimes you just don't think of things, but I remembered I had a steel brush and a drill, and I was thinking of how to, you know, get rid of the remainder so we can get a really good adhesion onto the hull. And I thought maybe we would do sandpaper or something, but yeah, then I remembered I had that, and it makes quick work of it. So I feel bad that Steph was scraping for like hours the other day. Sorry, Steph. Yeah, look at this. That is so much faster. You just press really gently so you're not burning through the fiberglass, and it just smooths everything out. Oh my God. Okay. I don't apologize, Steph. This is messy, real messy. And you do get, I guess, a little bit of fiberglass spurs, so I'm itchy right now. It's making quick work of it, hot dang, but it is a messy job. I was gonna leave a little bit for Steph to have fun with, but I don't think she wants this kind of fun. So I'm just gonna hammer out the rest of this, and then we're good to continue. As you can see, it's not good.
I'm fine.
Keep going. I'm watching it. No, you're fine. I'm not saying anything.
All right. Shabamo! Perf.
Only 7 minutes.
Shut up. We can already feel a significant difference because I just stepped outside and it is so much colder than in here. And this was an ice box every other day. I think this might be our new favorite room. We're both gonna just be squishing in here, hanging out in here because it's so nice and warm.
Yeah, it's crazy difference already.
We should leave this in there. I know it's just a soft fit, but I think we should leave it in there for the rest of the time that we're working if it doesn't get in the way.
No, yeah,
It
definitely.
should be way more comfortable. Yeah,
Absolutely.
this is nice. It's coming together so early on, but I still am excited.
I'm really excited. Just making so much more space, so much more usable space in here. Comfortable, usable space. Really excited.
Oh, okay, what's next? We'll put this back on. This will be our dinner table tonight. We'll hang out here. This will be our comfy spot.
Yep. We'll have dinner in here tonight.
Watch TV in here. We're not going to be gluing this stuff down until probably the very end. What we're going to be doing is putting like a vinyl on top of it. Yeah. Similar stuff to what we have on other spots of the boat. First we thought we were going to get fancy and reuse some of these that were on the wall, but put them vertical, like stack them vertical.
Have them all that way. To fasten them to the wall, we'd have to cut out grooves and all this stuff and then fiberglass a board onto it, like a 3/4 inch board, so we can get to this height. So we'd have to probably do that in 3 strips, so then we could have screwed it to the hull. Because you can't just do top and bottom because the hull's curved.
Yeah. So we just figured the quickest way would just be to slap vinyl over it. Yeah. Easy to clean, easy to apply.
Easy to care for.
Least amount of work, I think.
All right, so we brought the bottom part of the bed and we got our mattress. So we're just gonna trace that out onto here.
I think it's nasty.
Cut it out, yeah, this is like, that was in the very part of the V, so obviously it's horrible.
Hopefully we'll get a new one, but for now we'll just cut this.
Yeah.
Dirt.
So that's the bottom.
Who wants to come stay in our vberth?
I'm glad we're doing what we're doing. Okay, so that side, because then we have to do less cutting with that slant. And then we'll go. We can go in the middle and use that. That just means I have to cut it on a slant still.
We're actually going to match it up with the edge of the mattress because this is going to sit flush with the hull instead of having like a straight edge. That'll be better.
Better line?
Well, let's just hide that.
Yeah.
Let's just put it back.
Put it back.
Too bad we have to use that part, eh? Too bad it couldn't have been, you know.
It's underneath though. We won't see it. We're gonna wrap it so it'll be nice and clean and
Hope
good.
none of our future guests see this.
Yeah. Don't worry. That's the bottom. Monumental fail. Damn it. Couldn't have messed that up anymore. Cut the wrong side so it was reversed. It sucks because it's kind of right down where you sleep. I could flip it, cut off the angle, and then just cut a sliver of the other side, slide it down. But I have two different side foams. Firmer layer and then a soft layer. So if it's flipped, it feels different. Just took 1, 2, 3, 4. So I had to cut a little piece in here, this piece here, and then the big screw up in the middle here. We're gonna add these guys, the fiddles. That'll help push it together. When we do the mattress cover, the upholstery, it should hold it all together. I am also going to try, we got a can of this spray adhesive. So I'm gonna try right now and see if that'll glue it together. This might be an outside project, but hey, what are you gonna do? This will work just fine. So, that's good.